You know, this running thing has taught me a lot, but today I want to talk about the three things running has specifically taught me about life. If you're new to the YouTube channel, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below. I guess comment what life has, or what your talent or what your passion has taught you about life, I guess. Number one, sacrifice becomes part of your daily life. Okay, in life, bro, this is not a secret, it's not something new. Life has always been built on sacrifice. I don't want to go back in history because I'm not such a bookie. I don't read much. You know what I mean? But let's take an athlete, for example. How many times have you woken up in the morning and thought like, fuck, I'm not gonna do this, bro. I'm not feeling it. My butt hurts. Fuck, my eyes twitching. Bro, like my shoulder, how many times, bro? Because I can assure you right now, bro, you're gonna feel like that 90% of the time in this fucking sports journey, bro. There are gonna be days where you feel like, fuck yeah, let's go. You know what I mean? But I feel like 90% of the time, you're gonna feel like, damn, nah, I don't feel this. You know what I mean? But you gotta sacrifice. Think about this, bro. When I did my job, right, I could have saved up to get drip. You know what I mean? I could have saved up to get better clothes. I could have saved up to get better shoes, get better. You know what I mean? I could have saved up for all that. But what happened? I sacrificed because I understood, bro. If I can get this, if I can find a way to nail this, if I can get an opportunity to actually take this thing further, because I've always told that this thing can take you far. I've seen people go far because of their talents. I had to choose if I wanted to place myself in a position to sort of meet an opportunity. I don't know if you get me. You know what I mean? Sacrifice, bro. I sacrificed all that cash, packed it up, you know what I mean? I packed up that bread. I'm like, you know what? This is going to be transport. Let's go and do this thing. This is going to be for mini gear. This is going to be for mini, like, I think I got like sweatpants or something. Yeah, just to, you know what I mean? There's a lot of sacrifice that comes into this, bro. I remember back in high school, bro. I remember back in high school. I think this was matric, bro. I think this was matric, bro. Like, we had our normal meets in track, right? We had our normal meets, and then we had inter high and prestige, bro. So I think a month or two before prestige, I sort of fucking sacrificed my sleep, not to study, to run. Because what happened was, I would wake up in the morning, do a little bit of study, go to school, you know what I mean? Come back, run. I was sleeping like I think 4 to like 3 hours, bro. It's not safe, you know what I mean? It wasn't safe. But I sacrificed that. The reason why is because I wanted to win an 800-meter race today, which I didn't win, but I PB'd in that one, so it's fine. It's fine. We can sacrifice. That's the main point. It's all about sacrifice at the end of the day. So sacrifice is gonna become one of the things. It's gotta be engraved into your personality at this point, bro. Sacrifice, bro. We've seen it. It's all about sacrifice, bro. Number two, pressure is gonna force you into situations that will make you grow. Ha, this is a good one, bro. This is a good point. This is a good point. If you made it this far, like, bro, I hope you gain some value from this one. Cause okay, pressure will force you. Okay, so when I started running, you know what I mean, like for a training group and stuff like that, you know, I was funded by my dad. You know what I mean? Yeah, bless him, man. He did his best. Yeah, I was funded by my dad. You know, just to trying to see where this is going. Cause his idea was that okay, I think what my dad was planning was that you know I help him out and then maybe he's gonna get a school and you know if I like you know what I mean, I'm not good enough for that. So his budget got busted, you know what I mean? And then I had to stop, you know what I mean? And now that pressure, because you know I love running. I'm hitting peak times, you know what I mean? I'm hitting peak times. I think I was running 3K in under 10 minutes, if that's fast enough. 10 minutes, I think. 10 or 9. I don't remember. I'll check it. And for me, that was pressure, you know what I mean? And so to add on to that pressure, I had to get into a situation that was going to force me to grow and also get a job. So when I got a job, that's a whole other chapter, bro. There's a whole lot of stuff I learned there, bro. You gotta learn to wake up, you know what I mean? You gotta learn to be on time, you know what I mean? You gotta take accountability. That job taught me to take accountability even if it wasn't my fault, bro. For example, these people these welders, like we used to work with welders, boiler makers, and pipe fitters, right? These welders would leave they use like argon, I don't know, those argon bottles, right? Those gas bottles, and most of them would like they wouldn't report. They wouldn't report if their gas bottles were like finished and stuff like that, right? So when the gas bottles were supposed to be like loaded and transported for us to get the new ones, I had to fucking make sure that I scanned that whole plant. You know what I mean? It was a whole plant, right? I had to scan the whole plant, find the bottles, find a way to get them down. You know what I mean? You gotta take accountability for stuff that it's not even like, it may not be your fault, but like you gotta take accountability for that stuff. You gotta make sure that, bro, all the grinders are there, all the grinders are working. If nothing's working, then report it. You know what I mean? You gotta make sure you have your gloves, you have your goggles, you know what I mean? You have your earplugs. It's accountability, bro. It taught me, bro. This job taught me a lot of stuff, bro. That job put me under so much pressure, bro. Like if most of y'all were put under the same stress, most of you would break, bro. I swear. Like, you don't understand the stress, bro. To stand on your feet, to be on your feet from 6 o'clock, 6 o'clock or 7. We used, okay, from 7 o'clock to, if we're working overtime, to like 8, 9. Once we worked until 10. Some of the guys worked until the next morning. I didn't do that one. I was like, hey, yo, bro. Like, I understand, but like, yo, the amount of heavy lifting I did, bro, it's crazy, bro. So that pressure that I experienced from track, you know what I mean? From leaving running to getting a job, it put me in a situation where I was forced to grow. Like, my mentality right now has shifted from last year, from how it used to be last year. Now, last year I used to get to practice, right? And like, okay, yeah, fun. Yeah, I'm doing, yeah, I might go to uni. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. No. Now, when I get to training, I understand that this is training. I gotta take it fucking serious. You know what I mean? I don't fuck around anymore. Literally, bro, when I get to training, I don't slack like I did last time. It honestly feels the same. I didn't slack last time. I guess it's just a mentality switch, bro. It's just a mentality switch, because some people, like, you know, distance runners have it kind of nice because we run as a group, you know what I mean? So if you run in a group, it's easier to motivate each other. You know what I mean? You can use someone as your motivation. You can chase them and stuff like that. For me, when others get complacent, I fucking, sometimes I speak it out, like, but like, I don't like speaking out, you know? But like, sometimes I think out loud. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. This is work. Let's get back to work. It's finally, the job must be done. Because that's the mentality I got from the job, you know what I mean? Like, yo, you're tired, but the job must be done. You're tired, but those platforms gotta be done. Those pipes gotta be welded. You know what I mean? I don't care if you use a stick, or I don't care. You know what I mean? It's got to be done. So that pressure you got from that, I mean, I got from that, it's taught me so much about life, bro. Like, you gotta be willing to put in the work. You gotta be willing to put in the work. Just focus, get the job done, and we're gonna move on. You know what I mean? I'm grateful for that experience, bro. Number 3, nobody was born to succeed. I think that's self-explanatory. It's self-explanatory, I guess. Is that the right word? It is. Nobody was born to succeed. Yeah, maybe some people have maybe the way my uncle explains it is that every individual has luck in life. So omunye nomunye has a luck yakhe, a life. You know what I mean? And some people notice it early, some people notice it late, some people never notice it. The fact that I'm able now to, even if it's going to be a short period, the fact that I'm able to run for this short period, the fact that I'm able to, because I am pushing YouTube, but I'm also like job hunting, you know what I mean? Because we gotta be able to balance, and we gotta survive, and we gotta eat, you know what I mean? But like, the fact that I'm put in a position where I'm able to create videos, I have time to create videos. I'm literally shooting 3 videos today. I'm gonna edit those 3 videos, and I'm gonna post those 3 videos today. You know what I mean? But the fact that I'm able to do that and run, and to fucking try and find my way out of this system, I think that's my luck. You know what I mean? And I gotta utilize it. You know what I mean? But nobody was born to succeed. Some people, maybe they have it easy. You know what I mean? They have it easy, but they were not born to succeed. Like, how many people, think about high school, or school in general, how many people had money? How many people had money around you and still didn't amount to anything? How many people were the fastest in your training group? How many people were the fastest, the most promising, the most strongest, the most... I've seen it in football. I've seen the craziest talents in football, bro. Type of talents that make you question your own existence, bro. I've seen it all. I've seen it all, bro. And where are they today? Smoking and taking drugs. You know what I mean? Nobody was born to succeed. It's only the few who actually notice what it takes and actually put themselves in a position where they're willing to work. Those are the people that actually make it out. You know what I mean? So if you're in a space where you feel like, bro, you are not meant to succeed, like I've come across, I felt that way too. You know what I mean? I probably still do, but like I'm gonna do my best to make money. For me, I guess if I can get to a position where I can worry, I've always said this, I've always thought this, but then it's so true. If I can get to a position where I can worry about everything and anything else other than money, then for me that's true happiness. You know what I mean? But if you feel like you're not born to succeed, nothing is going well, bro, breathe. Breathe, fucking slow down, pray, think about it, just slow down, just shut the whole world off, bro. What I like to do is I switch off my phone and I fucking start talking to myself. It really helps. You know what I mean? Other people journal, I journal too. You know what I mean? But like, no one was born to succeed. Yeah, people may have a head start, but this life thing, bro, it's not even a marathon, bro. It's not even it's not a marathon. A marathon is way too short, the way I've seen it. A marathon is way, bro, this is ultra. You know what I mean? This is Earth to the moon. This is from the milk Earth to fucking another galaxy or something. You know what I mean? Just believe in yourself. Come on, do what you can. Dial out you must. Harbor positive thoughts, and I don't even know what that means, but stay tuned. I'm gonna see you on the next one. Yeah.